One kobo. He can't spare one kobo to spend on a player. Zad. 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 Buckle up your seatbelts, because it's going to be a long ride. Now, a word of warning. I'll great kick. I think this is cheese and coffee. The cheese, coffee, and I think they've sprinkled a bit of stuff in there. So, quality meal. This is really good cake. Quality cake. I just thought I'd just bring it out. And for those that say it is extremely rude to eat while talking and it shows bad manners, before I get to Chelsea, because it's gonna be long, baby. It's gonna be long because I'm so gonna go in. But before I do that, I've got to talk about Tottenham. I never want to hear about Hurricane again. I never want to hear about Dele Alli again. Those two guys are irrelevant to me. How many times have I said that Heung-min Son is Tottenham's most dangerous attacking player? How many times have I said that the one guy that I fear as a defender is Heung-min Son, our father's son? That's the one guy that I fear. This dude is clutch. What this dude is doing is what Kane doesn't do. Because Kane may score more goals, but it's when you score. Because while Kane is chilling out on the injury thing and everything, this guy is holding it down. He's holding it down as the main primary attacking player. Because we all know who Fernando Yor. I think Llorente missed like an open goal. I think because there was like a ricochet where the ball came through and he completely missed the target. So he's a brick. So that's what bricks do. But I think for Tottenham, you saw that, and they should have been so up in the first half. I mean, Moura with the open header, they hit the crossbar. But as the game was going on, I thought, okay, it's going to be all square. Newcastle have done the best that they can. They've held them to the best they can. And I think you just see with Benitez and Newcastle, defensively, he's really getting the best out of them. But I give up. Tottenham are getting top four. I'm sorry, this team keeps on disproving me. Every time I say, okay, it's enough. You have injuries, lose, drop points, setbacks. That clown, that loser of a that loser, that's absolute loser called Daniel Levy, who doesn't give a damn about the betterments about this team, who doesn't understand what competition means. That prick who does not. One kobo. He can't spare one kobo to spend on a player. So what these players are doing and Pochettino is doing in light of the crap, because Levy has the cash. Don't tell me that, it's all they say. No, he has the money. He has the money, and Tottenham have not spent a single dime on a player for a year. That is a disgrace. That's an absolute disgrace. But the fact that these guys are still winning, they're still delivering. I don't care if it's a ricochet. They're still delivering and getting those points. You know what? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. What they're doing is amazing. But Tottenham fans, how long do you have to say you're overachieving, doing amazing? This team can win a trophy. A few quality players, this team can win a trophy. They're almost there. So, well done to Tottenham. Well done. Now, for the main event. Zad. Zad. Now, Huddersfield. I get it. Huddersfield are bricks. And what did I say in my preview? I said that the minimum I want is a lubrication. That's minimum. Really, I want 4-5. So Chelsea did what they really should have done, which is that you have to put that team to bed. Because Huddersfield, they're getting relegated. I don't think that they're getting to 20 points maximum. They get to maybe 16 or 17. Those teams are bricks. Again, they are bricks. They're done. They're getting relegated. So this was about a response. This was about therapy and really responding to the whole thing. I'll get to that because I told you I always live. All is that last, man. I don't talk about it, man. Man, just live that last, man. I'm leaving but over here like that. I don't talk about it. So look, let's take another bite. Let's get another bite. Guys, this cake is good. I'll probably put description to where it goes. This cake is alright. Gonzalo Higuain. Now, I think Higuain is done for. I don't believe he's no longer. I think he's no longer an elite striker, and I don't think he will ever be amongst Aguero, Suarez, Harry Kane, Icardi, and so forth. I think he's done. But again, for Patreon members out there, you would have seen the article I wrote where Higuain is trying to prove people like Mike me wrong, because Higuain is trying to tell people that don't get me out the paint just yet, and when you look at the 2 goals he's scored, Morata and Giroud are not scoring those goals. It's not happening. Giroud doesn't read that through ball and doesn't get to that through ball from Kante. Morata gets to that through ball, he doesn't finish it like Higuain does. The second G, Giroud and Morata are not scoring those goals. Like, that's execution, the call, the curve, the right weighting, the right technique, the right angle, Morata, Giroud, and scoring. Those are 2 top quality Gs. But think that all because you score those 2 top quality goals doesn't make you an overall quality player who can now sit at the table with Suarez, Lewandowski, and Aguero. But what that says is, I have still got it in me. Now, give me a chance to prove it against bigger teams. Because again, it's Huddersfield. But again, you can only beat what's in front of you. But again, just because I think whatever you need to do, doesn't matter who you play, just you need to get that out of your system. You need to get the debut goal. You need to get a big goal because that gives you confidence against the bigger teams, the tougher tests which Chelsea will face in the Europa League, League Cup final, FA Cup, and so forth. But you're just seeing the difference having a striker does. It changes everything. Like, it completely changes everything. And I think if Higuain can truly click, he still needs to lose some weight. I still think he can be trimmer. He loses some weight, is a bit more nimble, more niftier on his feet. I mean, Chelsea could say something. Chelsea could say something in. Can he play in the Europa League? Somebody fact check for that. Can Higuain play in the Europa League? I don't think he can, because AC Milan were in the Europa League, and I'm damn sure Higuain played in the Europa League. So I don't think he can play in the Europa League. I think he might be caught upside. But no. Those were 2 quality Gs from Gonzalo Higuain. Those were 2 quality Gs from Gonzalo Higuain. Also, I want to focus now on Willian. The thing with Willian is that Willian is the thing with Willian is not crap. So any Chelsea player say, "Oh my gosh, Willian is so bad, or he's so crap." No. There's another dude who I'm gonna rip up very soon. I'm gonna rip up. That other dude is a bona fide brick. That other dude is completely and utterly useless and is a crap rubbish player. That's not what Willian is. Willian he's just inconsistent and he just makes bad footballing decisions. There is a very, very good player there. There is a very good top tier 3 player there. But he just isn't, he just makes bad decisions. And it's as simple as that. He just makes bad decisions. There are times for Willian where make that square pass or make that forward pass. That's the wrong time to dribble. Okay, that's the right time to dribble. That is the wrong choice of dribble to make. And there are times where if he just thinks he can make, because I just think he's trying to be a bit too smart and too clever. I always say, be wise, don't be clever. Be wise, don't be clever, because the wise man will always go further than the clever man. Because the clever man may make it about 2 steps away till the golden tree. The wise man may take him longer, but he will get to the golden tree, where the clever man will never get to the golden tree. So always be wise. Always be wise. So and that's just it. So, but the issue here is Hudson-Odoi, I just think, is better than both Willian and Pedro. I just think the guy is. So there's not a thing about, oh, he's too young, he's not ready. Are you going to look me straight in the face and tell me that Hudson-Odoi, his playing style, would not give Chelsea something a bit more than what Willian and Pedro are getting in an effective sense? Are you going to come and tell me that? Come on. So this isn't an age thing or an experience thing. This is a meritocracy. I feel Hudson-Odoi will do more. Do the chance. I mean, my gosh. I mean, can you start a guy in the Premier League? Can you start a guy in the Premier League? So this whole seniority crap just pisses me about. Oh no. Bundesliga don't give a damn about seniority. If you're good and you're literally if you've just been born, they will play you while your umbilical cord is still attached to your mom. If you're good enough, you are playing with blood on you with the umbilical cord attached on. That's how Bundesliga roll. I've seen it. So that's over there. I think the midfield definitely operated better, but again, you just say it's Huddersfield, but still they operate better. I think Barkley had a much better game. I think what Barkley did is what he should really be doing. That is what he should be doing, bringing the ball forward and really adding to the attack. And that is what Chelsea have been missing. That's man from midfield who really joins into the attack and offers an attacking angle and also a creative angle as well. Christensen has to start now. For me, I feel it's Christensen Rudiger. So I don't know why Rudiger was pulled because Luis was at fault. So again, I think this is another seniority thing or an experience thing or a name thing that Luis has to play. I've always thought that Rudiger is the better defender. It's Luis that makes the mistakes, but somehow Rudiger just has to suffer for the whole thing. I feel that Rudiger and Christensen should be the two central defenders. I'll even go one step further. I think Aspilicueta should be in the centre as well because he's the best defender. But Christensen just should, no. Give him more game time. Focus on his training, focus on his concentration and reading of the game. That is a guy that can grow to be a very, very top defender. 100%. That guy can grow to be a top defender. So I thought Christensen had a very good game. N'Golo. He is. Kante might be the one football player that can do everything. I used to say it was Torreira. Then I said Pogba. As an outfield player, I don't think anybody is as all-rounded as Kante. Kante can tackle. Kante can read the game. He can intercept. He can pass. Keep possession. Got good ball control. He can dribble. He can score. He can assist. He can do through balls. He makes great footballing decisions with the ball. He's very good in understanding the game without the ball. Is there a better player with the ball and without the ball as Kante? When you just take everything into account, where he does every single aspect of the game as an outfield player to either a very competent level or a great level. I don't think, because again, Lionel Messi ain't a great defender. Cristiano is not a great defender. So Neymar, Hazard don't read the game as well as Kante. Kante is simply a much more intelligent player with regards to reading the game than Cristiano, than Messi, than Hazard, and so forth, especially without the ball. I mean, that's pass to Higuain. That's a pass from a number 10. That's a Messi-esque pass. Of how he saw the vision, how he was able to disguise the pass, execute the pass. Because, yes, it was good from Higuain, but the pass was huge. So, for me, Kante, because for me, even if, he did his thing, that dude for me was Kante. Because I thought Kante just had the best all-round game, because I don't get sold on goals and blah, blah, blah. I get sold on what was your performance of the entirety of the game. And Kante defensively, possession of the ball, in the attacking third, in the middle. I mean, this guy was at home. Damn. For me, I believe Kante is the most valuable player in the world. For all-round value, because if you... Kante is a guy where, I'll spend 500 million on Kante. Because for that, I'm getting everything. I'm getting a guy who will track back, who can tackle, who can read the game, who can intercept, who can keep possession of the ball, who can dribble, who can assist, who can score, who can go clutch. I mean, damn! Marcos Alonso. You know that Llorente still scored for Tottenham. As much as a brick as Llorente is, he still managed to score some goals for Tottenham, including a winning goal. I want to do a test. And please comment below or tweet me at Halfopot. I want somebody to tell me what Alonso does that is useful. What do you do on the pitch? Because I look at that and say, you don't do anything. You get offside, you make simple useless passes, you're out of position, you can't really tackle, you're positionally clueless, you can't run up and down the channel, you can't get downtown onto the byline, you can't put a good cross in. Because I said to myself that for Sarri, it doesn't even matter how bad Emerson played in the Bournemouth game. Emerson is a guy, no. You walk with Emerson. Emerson should not be the star where even if he played badly, you still walk with him, because I don't think Alonso has done anything this season. I don't think this dude has done any single thing this season. That's how useless dude is. So, I don't know how the guy's playing. Let's start with the criticism. Shout out to your boy for that. He's a real one. 999 Jack boy. Keep it real, baby. Let's start with criticism. It's Huddersfield. So Hazard doing what he did against Huddersfield. So what? They're the bottom team. So why should we say anything? What Hazard did to those Huddersfield players, first of all, is criminal, 100%. He should be prosecuted for that. He should be prosecuted, and we're looking at minimum 2 life sentences. You can't do that to grown men. They have families, kids, and people that care about them. I mean, the embarrassment he put on those players there is shocking. So that was, first of all, he should be prosecuted. And I will lead the prosecution. When Man City destroyed Huddersfield, it was a team performance. If Liverpool are to destroy Huddersfield, it's that front 3. Man United, maybe Pogba will show up or Rashford will show up. It's how he performed that nobody should make any mention. Anybody that sees what that guy did on that pitch today against Huddersfield and still opens their rotten mouth and talks to me about Salah, then there's two things. Either you're a moron or you don't love football. If you love football and you understand football and you look at what Hazard did, you're like, this dude is different. Because I don't just look at, hey, he put the ball inside the fishnet. Yay! The fishnet. Yay! No, I don't do that. It's what are you doing throughout the 90 minutes of the game? Because when I look at football, I think of when I am on the football pitch. Because when I play football, in the park or with the pitch and everything, the guy that impresses me isn't the guy that just scored 5 goals by just tapping the ball in or by being in the right place at the right time. The guy that I really look at is, damn, every time this guy touches the ball, something always happens. Every time this guy touches the ball, nobody can tackle him. There are 3 guys on him. Guys can't foul him. He's always making things happen. Through balls, flicks. He's breaking ground. His balance is amazing. He looks graceful. There's great technique and poise whenever he has the ball. And there's just a magnetism every single time he's bringing the ball forward. That's what I mean by ability-wise. So when I say that Hazard, ability-wise, can't be taught within the league, it is how good he is naturally as a football player. This has nothing to do with goals, nothing to do with assists. Goals, those are for goal scorers. Assists, those are for playmakers. Even if assist is a slightly weighted stats, because again, it's how do you quantify it by through balls or quantify it by I give you a 2-yard pass and you do everything and you then score. But when you look at what Hazard was doing, do you know how many times he dribbled dudes? How many times he got past dudes? There was a time where two guys literally tried to pull him down and they couldn't foul him. So when you're operating on a level where you don't even want to go down to get fouled and guys can't even foul you because guys are like, you know what, screw it, I ain't even going to tackle it. I'm going to literally just bear hug him and hold him down. That's on another level. So the point I'm trying to make here is you put this dude on a team of stars, it's lights out. Because Belgium aren't the best team. Yeah, they've got really good players. Are you going to say Lukaku is one of the best strikers in the world? Are you going to say Mertens is one of the best players in the world? De Bruyne is De Bruyne. Are you going to say Witsel is one of the best midfielders in the world? No. Put Hazard in a team with Messi, with Neymar, with the Us, with Verratti, with Paul Pogba. It's lights out. Because he's on that ethereal level. What Hazard did. See, the thing about it is that this is what should bring you joy. It's like when we watch Ronaldinho, we went to that, oh no, Ronaldinho didn't score any goals, he didn't do well. No, it's like what he's doing makes you want to play football. It's like when you watch Dino and you watch Hazard, you watch Neymar, you watch Messi, and when you watch what they're doing, it's like, man, I want to lace my boots up and play. Does Salah make you want to lace your boots up and play? Do you sit down and watch Salah's performances and be like, man, that's just amazing what that guy is doing ability-wise? Or what Kane does ability-wise is just amazing. I mean, come on, guys, let's be real. The stuff that excites us is guys who do great dribbles, great skills, who carry the ball, who work in tight space, who are getting past guys, where 2, 3, 4 guys can't take them down, where 4 men are on dude every single time and they still manage to beat them and make ground every single time they have the ball. That's what makes us marvel, because my gosh, look at what you're doing as an individual, because football is a very complicated sport. Anybody who has played football will know that football is a very complex sport that heavily favors defenders. So when you see an individual stand out like that and break ground like that and it's so hard to tackle, that's something you've got to marvel and be like, yo, you know what, dude? I don't support Chelsea, I don't do that kind of stuff, but as a football fan, this dude is separate from everyone else in this Premier League. You know? So, for me, the key thing is, what do you appreciate in football? Do you appreciate a guy that scores 2 goals, 3 assists, but does nothing else within the 90 minutes? Or a guy that may score the 1 goal or the 2 goals, but for 90 minutes he has dribbled, he has made ground, he has created, he has taken the ball from deep, he gets past 2, 3, 4, 5 players, and is doing things as an individual that is pretty much incredible and amazing. And he is standing out as an individual from everyone else on the pitch. That's the key thing. That is the key thing. In the teams in the Premier League, how many individuals truly really stand out? The only thing I can think of is Pogba when he's thinking about it, and De Bruyne. Because when De Bruyne is honestly, he's a guy that really stands out. But let's be real. When Zad is on, as he was in this game and in other games, nobody in the league is touching him, because what he's doing as a footballer, footballing-wise, is on a different level. So if you cannot argue for that, you're doing it just for argument's sake. But the key thing is that, look, it's about playing the bigger teams, doing against the bigger teams, because again, there's definitely some tougher things out there to do. But honestly, right now, man, is bro, man. I mean, these guys, and I think Hazard will have to make a decision, because if Chelsea and Abramovich are not going to give you those top tier players, you have to leave, or else you're going to fully regret it, because I think he knows that, no, I am on a different level to pretty much everyone else on this team. So it's Kante as well. But for Hazard, if you want to now really be put in that top tier category, you've got to move to a club where everyone around you is top tier. In Chelsea, not everyone around you is top tier. They just ain't. And you and Kante are just far too good for this team. So, but yeah, man, look, here's what it is. Huddersfield got taken down. Huddersfield, I mean, look, it's lighter for them. They're going to get relegated. You know, that's just not. That's just me being as real as 16 crack addicts. But yeah, man, look, I'll leave you with this thought. Hating is unhealthy. And hating will make you depressed. It'll make you sad. So all those guys who hate on Messi, hate on Cristiano 24/7, I'm like, you gotta have some better things to do. So if you look at what Hazard has done, what he did at the World Cup, what he has done in games for this season, and what he did on that pitch against Huddersfield, because again, as I repeat, there's no other player in the Premier League that would perform like that as an individual against Huddersfield. That's the key thing. Nobody will do what Hazard did as an individual for 90 minutes against Huddersfield the way that Hazard did it in that way. No one will, because nobody has the level of ability and technique as an individual as your boy Zad. So sometimes, don't fight it. Just accept the truth that the boy Zad, you're that thing, you're that thing, here's your boy, here's your boy Zad. Yeah! Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.